You've got good, good energy knocking at your door. You've got good, good energy. We can make it more. We can make it more. We can make it more. Good energy.
Okay, I was just about to start, but I want to introduce Michael Leitner. Where is he? Where's Michael? All right, so we do this, yes, to have some fun, but more importantly, to make an impact. And this gentleman here came up from Pennsylvania, heard about us. He lost his son 3 years ago, a 19-year-old son, to cancer. And his story is one that you hear often. And as I said to you on day one, leading cause of death of kids, non-accidental death of kids in Canada, and the same is true in the U.S. So I want to give you a big round of applause for Michael and listen intently to his story.
One sunny fall day in 2004, my life and the life of my family changed forever. My son Michael was diagnosed with hepatocellular carcinoma fibromyalgia, which is also primary liver cancer, at the age of 17. How could this happen? He just completed his last merit badge for Eagle Scout with Boy Scouts of America a few days earlier. He completed his SATs and has been accepted to college. What do you mean he has cancer? This happens to other people. The pain in his back was supposed to be kidney stones. Many things went through my mind when I received the phone call from the doctors. Our lives has changed. This was something I could no longer change the channel on the television, and the image of a child or a teenager with cancer would go away, and my life would be as usual. When I told my son, he did not shed a tear in front of me. He spent time with his friends and watched TV. What would my son do with the time he had left? He had his treatments, and he had surgery to have half his liver and several lymph nodes removed. The doctor told him this was not a cure, just an extension of his life. He went on to live. He went to 1 year college. Did he get the best grades? No, he did not. He went to concerts, got into some trouble, had a girlfriend, became interested in many things, and even looked toward the future. During his illness, my son lost two very close friends in senseless vehicle accidents. Did he run and hide? No, he went and spent many hours with the families and attended the funerals of his friends, knowing his own fate. My son lived his life as much as he could with the time he had left. He put 40 years into 2 years. He wanted no pity, and he didn't ask why me, just give me life. Cancer did not change the way he lived, just the time he had to do it. When my son passed away, how would my family go on? What would be normal? How would his brother Brian act? For my other son Brian, the cancer not only took his brother, but a normal way of life and how other people treated him. At first it was pity, or maybe they asked, how are you doing? And then it was nothing because they did not know what to say. Brian wanted what his friends had, brothers, sisters that were healthy and not gone from cancer. We started rebuilding our lives one day at a time with many ups and downs. We wanted life as it was before the illness, but could never be again. Cancer put a big hole in our world. March of 2009, I lost a very close and dear cousin to a 10-year battle with breast cancer. In memory, I decided to do a Susan G. Komen 3-day breast cancer walk. The walk turned into a one-day walk in Philadelphia due to a snowstorm, and walking in sunny Atlanta. There I found people with stories how cancer changed their lives. I found that I was no longer on the island on myself trying to rebuild something. Now what brought me to this ride? After coming home from a great event, I found myself searching again how to go on. With the anniversary of my son's death approaching, I was searching the internet for answers again. I came across the name of Louisa Canelon. I sent Louisa a message that morning concerning what I was going through. She was more than kind enough to reply that day. We shared several emails and stories about our children's illness and rebuilding our lives. In one of the stories, she told me about this event. To me, it was an event for children with cancer. It didn't matter where, but what it was for. To me, this event is a challenge in many ways. Nowhere close to the one my son and other child faces with cancer. I was able to somewhat prepare for this event, but a child never gets ready to prepare for cancer. Cancer has no borders with countries. It affects children and families everywhere. Am I a cyclist? No, not really. But I'm a father who lost a son to cancer. Thank you very much for having me.
That's what it's all about. Right? So I want you to ride, in memory of his son. I want you to ride the 10,000 families who are going through this. You have our commitment to never stop this event, so we can help families like you just heard. Okay, let's get this party started. So here's how we're going to do this morning. Okay. All right. Okay, second group. By the way, another little request. When you're at the rest stops, please use the bike racks if they're available. Okay, here we got that. Okay, let's split that to two. Bradley, 2 groups. It's too big.
Watch out, there's a car behind you. There's a car behind you.
Supposed to entertain the other groups. I hate you. I hate you. 200? Fastest 160s come up. Fastest 160s, not 200. Fastest 160s. Fastest 160s. It's a cyclist right here. I love this. None of this fancy crap. This says, I know who I am. I love this. You can option this and I'd buy this. This bad boy. Okay, 160s to 28 to 31. Anyone else in that group? 160s, 28 to 31? All right. Oh, look at who's in it. No wonder nobody wants to join.
You've got good energy knocking at your door. You've got good energy. We can make it more.